United is playing Liverpool on Sunday. Huge update coming in from Erik ten Hag press conference, and we're obviously going to break it in like one or two parts. And this is the first segment. Rashford and Luke Shaw back for Liverpool. Harry Maguire and Martial out. Welcome to the United Matters channel. Hope you guys are really having a fantastic stay wherever you are. This is the channel that 100% brings you Man United content that you guys are really eager to obviously come in through and obviously watch. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And you all know what it is. It's all about our news for the Manchester United team as we jet deep into the game of Liverpool on Sunday, and I'm coming or returning with the match preview. And today Erik ten Hag is gonna hate to come up with a presser, and he has gonna hate obviously coming through and obviously giving us the best that we expected from this. And these are the words that he had to say about the I think the 4 players that were really away from the game of Bayern Munich. And yesterday I brought you a story that the assessment is obviously going to be done, and we'll be waiting whether they'll obviously be showing up. Now, today he has said in terms of the attack, Marcus Rashford should be back after illness, but not Anton Martial. Harry Maguire, he'll not be available for the coming games, but we don't think it's for the long term. Luke Shaw, he trained this morning, so we think he is available for Sunday. That's what Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to say for the club of Man United absentees and those returning from injury. Now, to bring you up to speed, as United went into the game of Bayern Munich, Anton Martial and Marcus Rashford were ill. If I do remember that very well, they were ill and they're out. You know. Then after that, in the due course of the game, we lost Luke Shaw at halftime. Then Harry Maguire also never played the first 45 minutes. If at all I'm not mistaken. So those 4 players were really unavailable, and we are really waiting for the update to come in from the manager on who is back from injury and who won't make it to the Merseyside. And today, that's the news he's going to obviously give us. Now, let us start with Luke Shaw's return. I think that is the biggest boost of all the returnees from injury, because Luke Shaw is going to play a very huge role at Anfield. Why? You really believe that Ten Hag is going to go in for a high line, you know, and he'll need the pace of Luke Shaw and Rafael Varane to play in the central defense. That's very, very important to note. And I wouldn't like to see Luke Shaw being played as a left back, but the manager might obviously go in for that to see whether he closes down that guy very well. That is Mo Salah, and he might try to go in for Johnny Evans. But I'll always like it most when you're having very many options, such that a manager can come in through and obviously get in to where we deserve to be. And I've not gone ahead to heard about the hint about Lindelof, but we wait and see whether Lindelof is going to be back and is going to be back in training. So for Luke Shaw, it's good to see him return to beef up our central defense. Very, very important, because he is an experienced player. He's not a novice to the noise that is being made at Anfield, and he knows exactly that last time we performed badly, and he needs to obviously come in through and put in a shift that will see us brag or give us bragging rights at Anfield. Though it's going to be one of the hardest games to play, but if Luke Shaw is available, Varane is available, Aaron Bissaka, Dalot, Raglan, Evans, Lindelof, you have lots of options to pick on, and I always want to be my manager's spot for choice, because that is the biggest headache that you would like your manager to be having, as having those players. Now, for Harry Maguire, not really available, to me I think it's a blessing in disguise, because at Anfield, when you look at the pace of Mo Salah, Darwin Núñez, and Luis Diaz, you will obviously have known to want your team to obviously play a kind of game like that, you know, with Harry Maguire in your central defense, because however good has been, this is the best transitional team in the world according to me. They really transit very well. Their fluidity in the final third of the pitch is really out of this world, and these are pace merchants. You know, that trio is obviously deadly, and you'd expect them to obviously target Harry Maguire, and maybe would have gone ahead to get exposed. And I think this is not the game for Harry Maguire to play. And for me, I'm not happy that he's injured, but I think it's going to give us a little bit of relief in that central defense, because we'll be having at least some more fast players to play alongside those players. And for Antoine Martial, I think it has been long overdue with him not getting injured. Ever since he returned at the beginning of the season, he hasn't gotten injured, and he returned, I think, around the, when was it? He returned around I think towards the end of August. That's when he returned. And if he has been fit for September, October, November, guys, he has been fit for 3 months. But how long is it going to take him to return? Because for me, I hate it to hear when Antoine Martial is injured, because even if United is planning to sell him in the January transfer window, he needs to be fit. He needs to be fit. And that message that was sent to the clubs that Antoine Martial can spend 3 months not injured was really important for us. But him going back, I don't really see that. So I want him to return as soon as possible, and you wait to see how things are obviously going to unfold. And I really believe he's not going to be as injured as he was last season, because now he has a player that can really come in through and do the job. That is Rasmus Højlund. And I would have loved him, as we face Liverpool, because you want your bench to obviously have some quality as you take on teams like Liverpool. But the return of Marcus Rashford obviously washes away the fears of us and who can come in through and obviously be the other player to do the job after Rasmus Højlund went ahead to obviously burn out. Like in the game of Bayern Munich, it reached an extent when Rasmus Højlund had burned out and we had no player to come off the bench to obviously give us what the team of Manchester United needed. And all what we needed was to see to it that we take off Rasmus Højlund for no one. And that's why he went ahead to play almost all those minutes, because he didn't really have the personnel to obviously take him to where he deserves to be. So in my understanding, I really believe that Rashford's return to the squad is really very important, because if Rasmus can go 90, then Garnacho has been playing very many games, and you saw him against Bayern Munich. He had really burned out and everything looked like was not working well for him. So that's where you anticipate that Marcus Rashford will come in through and obviously come off the bench and take over from where Garnacho would have gone ahead to start. But we are a team that has been having very many injuries, and you look at the injury list: Eriksson, Mason Mount, Tyrell Malacia, there is Casemiro. The manager has not gone ahead to hint about Casemiro returning, and he has been training with the club of Man United and maybe doesn't want to hurry him back, and Lisandro Martinez. So we are still having very pivotal players that are really injured, and we are really going through this, and we need to obviously understand that it's not going to come easy. It's not going to come easy, and the manager is really having very many injuries this season, and we need to obviously be with him and see how everything is going to pan out at the club of Manchester United. But it's going to be a tough one as we take on Liverpool over the weekend. It's not going to be easy. It has never been easy throughout our career. Even when Sir Alex Ferguson was there at Anfield, it's one of the hardest teams to obviously... it's one of the hardest stadiums to go and obviously expect results cheaply. So, to me, I think we just need to obviously go there, do the job, put up a fight, and not really lose easily. Let's leave Anfield with respect. Let's not leave Anfield with disrespect like we did last season, because last season we are not wagging our tails from Anfield. We had coiled our tails, and this time around we need to leave Anfield when we are wagging our tails, and you never know what will happen. And Erik ten Hag looks like he's a good student from what he goes ahead to obviously experience. So your thoughts on Rashford and Luke Shaw back for Liverpool are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Harry Maguire and Martial out of Liverpool tie? All that and more into the comment section below. Rokan David remains my name, And may the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. See you later. Ciao, ciao, my mates.